And as I always ask you, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to. I don't mind if you do or you don't, but thank you if you do. And I'll start your reading right now for Aquarius. So the first card you have for your past is the Four of Swords. Okay, so I think this was a time of healing for you. I think you were getting over a really bad situation. Yeah, this was quite serious. I think it was a lot more serious than a lot of people around you thought it was. I'm just looking at this man and he's lying down, obviously. He's trying to rest, he's trying to recover, he's trying to get better, he's trying to feel better, but, obviously still has these swords kind of hanging over his head. And I think what was happening was, you were trying to recover, you were doing your best to do all of that. You might have been feeling a little bit frustrated with yourself because maybe you wanted, the recovery process to speed up a little bit. And, you might still be in this process now. You probably are. Now, when I look at these swords, I'm getting this kind of feeling of being squashed down, not being able to move. Because, if this man tried to stand up, obviously he couldn't do that because these swords are kind of there. So, well, not they're kind of there, they are there. So, yeah, he can't move, he can't get up, he can't sit up because the swords are there. So I think there might have been some people around you and they might have been sort of trying to hurry this process for you. And maybe that's what was making you feel a little bit frustrated with yourself. I think deep down you really wanted to be by yourself and you needed to be by yourself, actually. It's all part of the healing process. And you knew, I think your instincts were telling you that, you just weren't ready to get out there again. You definitely weren't ready to find anyone new anyway. So, you probably weren't ready to be sociable at all, actually. So if this is resonating, and if you're being pressured to go out and do things before you're actually ready, stand your ground, and don't be frustrated with yourself. There's no time limit, there's no right and wrong when it comes to healing. It just happens when it happens. So, take as long as you need. Definitely take care of yourself. You'll know when you're ready. So follow your instincts, not other people's, yours. That's what I'm seeing the messages in that card. So the next card you have for your past, sorry about that, is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so yeah, look at this wheel turning around. So you're turning things around for yourself in your own time, at your own pace. Other people might not be able to see that, but it doesn't matter what other people see or they don't see. This is about you. I think this has been a really hard time for you, actually. I can see that, but it's also going to be a huge turning point for you in your life. I know you're probably not feeling this now. You probably don't even want to know this, but everything's falling into place for you at the right time. That's why I'm advising you to just let things unfold, just let things happen. I know this isn't easy, but if you're hurt, if you cry, if that's what you're doing, you're letting things out. You're letting the negative energy out and you're making way for the positive energy to come in. I'm actually seeing a lot of things that are coming up for you in your future, actually, and you won't be ready to start them now. You might not even be ready to think about them now. You probably won't be. But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing studying or training coming up for you. And I'm seeing that or other things or everything all together leading to a lot of new things career-wise for you. And yeah, it's going to be really a really big boost to your confidence when all of that happens. So, all you need to know now is, there's a lot that's at the end of this for you. So if you're at the stage where you're kind of thinking to yourself, oh, I'm never going to feel better, I'll never get over this, you will. Just know that you will, and you'll be way happier, way happier than you were when you started this, before all of this happened. I know you might not believe this, but you will. That's what I'm seeing. You absolutely will. So the last card you have your past is, yeah, the Star. So this is a beautiful, I love this card, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's all going to happen for you. You probably can't see it now, but it's there. It's there. The turning point's there. It's up there for you. You know, this woman, she can't see the star right now. She can't see it. It's huge. You know, it's huge. It's a great big yellow star up there in the sky. She's not looking at it. She can't see it, but it's there. It's still there, whether she can see it or not. So whether you know this is here or not, whether you can see this, whether you want to see this, it's still there. It's going to happen. So, yeah, and also she's washing herself, you know, she's cleansing herself, she's letting the water out, she's letting the emotions pour out, and she's alone as well. She's alone while she's doing that. So this is a process that you need to go through by yourself, or you needed to, and you're still going through this, I think. And when you've been through this, when you've let all this out, all the emotions, all the negativity, all the old energy, you'll stand up and you'll turn around, and the star will be there. You'll see it right in front of you. It might not be very bright to start with. You know, this is starlight, it's not sunlight, so things aren't very bright, but you will see it. And as you get closer, you'll get closer and closer to your new dreams, to your new goals, to your turning point. Everything will start to be brighter for you. So again, if this is all resonating, you're doing this in your time. You're following your own instincts. So this is all happening in the perfect time for you. It might not look like the perfect time to all these people who are saying, oh, get over it. You should be over this by now. Go out and date this person. Go here, go there, do this. They're not you and you're not them. Things are happening for you at the right time for you. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that doesn't sound too crazy. Okay, so the first card you have your present is the Eight of Swords. Yes, okay. This isn't very nice, I know. There's a little bit of frustration here. I don't think this is anything major. It's not as dramatic as it looks. And yeah, that's a relief because you've been through so much. I actually don't think you could take any more, especially if you're still in this really fragile state. But yeah, I think this is something that's happening around your workplace, or I should say in your workplace. And yeah, it's just frustrating, that's all. And I think it's frustrating for a lot of other people around this as well. And I hate saying this because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I know there are a lot of illnesses and I'm saying issues because I'm thinking, you know, there are a lot of illnesses, there are a lot of things that people can't see on the surface. You know, issues, I was thinking, you know, mental health issues. That's one of the things. But there are a lot of illnesses that people can't see, all sorts of different things. So, you know, that could be happening with this person, but I don't think it is. My instinct is telling me what I'm seeing here is that it's not what it is. There's someone around your work, they're not pulling their weight, they're letting a lot of other people do things for them. And I think they come across as being a little bit fragile. I can't do this, I can't do that, a bit helpless. Now, I don't think they're actually like that. I don't think there's actually anything wrong with this person. I think they're just letting other people do everything for them, including you. So, yeah, this is a bit of a spiky, a bit of a sensitive person, actually. So, you know, if anyone says anything to them like, you know, why haven't you finished this? You should be doing this. You know, they kind of close themselves in like this woman and they act as if they're a victim. It sounds like I'm being horrible and I'm accusing someone, but really, you know, I do realize that there are some illnesses that people don't know about, that they can't see. I know that there are things that can be wrong with people, but I am not seeing that in this case. So I actually think they're just not up to doing the work. That's what I'm seeing. They're just not all that capable. I think what eventually is going to happen here is that it'll probably end up being a bit too much for them, actually. And I think they're either going to go on some kind of leave, or they'll eventually leave altogether, or, you know, it might be one that leads to the other thing for them. So yeah, I think this is probably going to be the best thing for everyone, actually, when this happens. I mean, because they really can't cope with the way things are now, and people around them can't either, actually. So, I mean, it sounds like I'm horrible. Anyway, the next card you have for your present is the Emperor. Yeah, look at this. This is what this person can't stand. This is their problem. They can't cope with structure. They can't cope with being accountable for things. If anyone says, you know, have you finished that? Why haven't you done that? They're like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I don't say that to me. You're being horrible to me. You know, you're not being horrible. You're just asking them if they've done a certain thing in their job that they're supposed to do, and they get all upset. But, you know, again, if this is resonating, I know this is probably really frustrating, but, you know, again, just let this take its course, just like everything else in your life right now. I keep on saying that, I know. But yeah, it is all going in the right direction. So, you know, just stand back, just let this all happen. Now, there's also a new, another kind of thing, a new work opportunity coming up for you, I think. And it's nothing to do with this person. I think it might be something on the side, something separate from everything else you're doing. I don't know if this is going to make much sense to you. Well, none of this might make sense to you, I don't know. But yeah, there's someone who's going to have, you know, they have some kind of a problem with, you know, some kind of technology or a technical issue or something like that. It might not be technical. It's something... It's something they don't understand properly, and it's like you have the skills or the knowledge to be able to help them in some way, in whatever this is. So I think some kind of project, some kind of side thing is going to come out of that. It's going to come out of you helping someone, and that's going to lead to this thing. So it's going to be a bit of a money-making thing. It's not a huge thing, but it's going to be interesting as well. And yeah, this person's older than you, I think, so just look out for that. And I think, again, this is through work. It's through your normal job. So that's where this opportunity is going to come from. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the last card you have your present is the King of Cups. So yeah, I think you're still going to be in this healing, this being by yourself mode for a while. You know, this king's all by himself. He's surrounded by water, by emotions. So again, just let this happen. Just be kind to yourself. Do what you're ready to do, but don't push yourself. Don't do anything you're not ready to do. And I think you're still going to have this ex, this person you're getting over. They're going to be on your mind for a while. Things are going to keep on popping up in your mind. Things they said. Music's going to pop up in your head from when you were together. All of that kind of stuff. So I don't think you're going to be showing your emotions to other people at this time. You know, obviously around work and people around your workplace, you have to be professional. But even around friends, even around close friends, I don't think you're going to show a lot of these emotions to them. You're just going to be keeping this to yourself. So you might also be doing things like, you know, making sure you don't listen to certain songs, music. You know, I think you're just going to be protecting yourself from any triggers that might come up that make you upset. And that's fine, of course. You know, there'll be a time where you'll be able to listen to anything, look at anything, be anywhere without being upset or triggered. But, you know, until that time, do what you can to make yourself feel better. You're taking care of yourself, and that's really good to see. And just, again, just remember you're on the right road. You're on the right road. You're doing the right thing. So the first card you have for your future is the Page of Wands. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing here. I'm actually seeing something that I don't think you're going to be ready for. Yeah, this is a message. I think this is a love message. I don't think it's going to be obvious that that's what this is in the beginning. I'm seeing a text. It's something like a message on social media or something like that. And I think it's going to come across to you as a friendship. It's nothing to do with this ex. This is a completely different person. You probably already know them. And I think they might be younger than you, actually. Now, there's nothing wrong with them. They're a good person. and I think you're probably going to be talking quite a lot. And I think after a while, you'll probably realise they're interested in more than just being friends with you. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with them, but one thing that might be a problem is that I think they might be friends with people you know, a friend of a friend or something like that. So that might make things a little bit awkward for you, because I was seeing some friends or people around you kind of putting pressure on you to go out, to date, to do this, to do that. So if they know this person's around you and that they're interested in you romantically, they might put pressure on or something like that, or make things a little bit awkward. But I think the main problem you're going to have is, or it's not a problem, but the main thing here is, you're just not ready. I think you're still going through all of this process. So I think what's actually going to happen is, in the end, is that you'll probably just end up being friends, and I actually think you'll both work a lot better as friends anyway. Of course, this is up to you, as to what you want to do when you get this message, but that's what I'm seeing there. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this is really good. This is interesting. I think this might be about this little project, this side thing that I was seeing in the Emperor. I actually think something a lot bigger is going to come out of that project for you, another opportunity. So it's like an opportunity is coming out of an opportunity. Now, I think there's going to be some kind of formal process with this. It might be that you have to set up some kind of formal proposal. You might have to fill out forms. You might have to get some papers ready to show your qualifications. It might be something like that. This is really, really formal, very, very serious. It's some kind of proposal, and I'm actually seeing success here. So I think it's going to work out well for you if this is what you decide to do. I think it might have something to do with writing as well. So if you do get this opportunity to do this thing, this little side project where you're helping someone, definitely say yes, because other things, bigger things, are going to come out of that for you. So yeah, I think these are going to be stepping stones that take you into your new life. This is the beginning that I was seeing in the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, if you get this opportunity coming up, say yes, definitely say yes to this. So the last card you have for your future is the Moon. Yeah, I think this card's really just summing up everything I'm seeing in this whole reading. You're a bit like this lobster. I don't know if you can see. I'll just move it up so you can see the whole card. Yeah, so, you're like this lobster. You've been right down into the depths of the dark water. You've started to come out of this. There's still a way for you to go. It's probably still a bit scary for you. There are still a lot of very scary, difficult emotions that you're going through. But you're heading upwards, you're going up that path, you're heading toward better things. And lobsters outgrow their shells. That's what you're going to do. You're going to outgrow your shell. I think at the moment, I think you're still protecting yourself. You're still kind of in your shell. And as you come out of the worst of this, you're going to shed your shell, and it's going to gradually disappear as you start moving up this hill and your confidence starts to come back. So this is really fantastic. This is really summing everything up. It's really saying, this is more evidence. Here's the proof here. This is all going to happen. So yeah, again, this is all happening at the right time for you. It's all falling into place at the right time. So just sit back and just trust the process. That's what I'm seeing all the way through this reading. So Aquarius, I hope this resonated with you, especially the end. It looks really nice for you. It's really going to work out really well for you. But as you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone. But again, if you like this reading, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you'd like to, and thank you so much for watching.